we will be going to Hayworth Labs for like a second.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. We're starting there actually. Like. Those of you familiar with the game, and if you're incidentally, if you're watching this as like a first-time introduction to the game, you're crazy and I love you. But for those people who know the game, yeah, we're not actually going to be doing the Hayworth Labs that you're, probably thinking of.
Theoretically, you could like blow through this whole quest line is about 4 different things altogether, but you can do it very quickly. But we're gonna be like looking at everything and talking about it and reading all the
I actually really enjoy just kind of like walking around the Ocarant. You'll see it when we get there.
Yeah.
One of the more fun parts of the game.
And we get to see Margaret. I love Margaret.
I wonder if God's helping me.
She's my girl.
Me.
She's everyone's girl.
Perfect. You don't need it because you're following your thing.
I mean, yeah, ultimately, yeah, but, he's like, I really just want to go home.
They're gonna have one of those things on their back door, too.
Ooh. Oh. You were prepared, though. I'm very impressed.
What do you need the vinegar for?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we really need more mojo? But
we don't really need mojo to begin with, but we can.
Look at, I love the strut. Taking the sunshine right before going up to Hayworth Labs. Yeah. His flailing run. Arthur's got a full belly. He's feeling good, acting good. He's not feeling good.
Got Staying Alive playing in his head.
Yeah. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk.
And he had to do that without BGs.
I think I've told this story on stream before about how I didn't realize the Bee Gees were white for like forever. Yeah, I mean, that was a devastating revelation to like, I don't know, 13-year-old me. I was like, the Bee Gees are white? Because I didn't know anything.
In Hayworth Labs,
you don't know anything
Harry
when you're 13.
Hayworth gave that big tour a few years ago.
Yeah. Wait, look at...
There has been a slight hiccup in the disposition of the lab, and it is currently in isolation. No one in, no one out. Please come back later.
I'm a reporter. I'm supposed to interview Dr. Verloc. Oh, I hope he hasn't forgotten.
Oh, a journalist, eh? Have you got your press pass?
I left it at the office.
Well then, you'd best go back and get it, haven't you?
So a press pass gets me in. Amazing what people will do to get in the newspaper. Maybe I can go talk to Mrs. Oliphant at the Au Courant. See if she's got a spare press pass.
Look down.
The opposite of look up.
Yeah. Those guys have like a little can eavesdrop on when you get in.
These porthole doors are brilliant, by the way. Like,
I really like them.
Little peeky-boo inside, giving you a glimpse of what's to come.
That's it. Keep running.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Oh, this is like when you're jumping down a cliff in Fallout.
Yes. You wish you had your power armor, but...
Testing that fucking Bethesda...
that Bethesda spirit of adventure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's the kill floor. You knew that was gonna happen, though, which is why you saved. Where do you think that photo was taken?
Probably for his ID, for...
Maybe. But he's smiling in it, like, maybe when you're blissed on joy, you just smile for your ID photos, because, you know.
I think everybody smiles for their ID photos and... I don't think so. But... if they're what I think they are, they have some in the cells in Hayworth Labs, and they probably show up elsewhere as well.
Huh. Huh.
They might be in the broadcast tower.
Just,
I appreciate you taking...
by.
You're showing us something new, but you're also taking great pains to not...
to not upset DJ.
Yeah, oh. It does feel like there should be something down here because there's a big glowing point of interest for the player to, like, look at. Wow. Look at this.
Neat.
I don't.
It's like a Nickelodeon show down here.
I like you can see that from here that the texture, it's just a texture. It's just like cards that are falling from the pipe. Yeah. But you can get really close.
Why don't you just stand under it like a shower?
Yeah, you should do that. Well,
why would
I want to know.
You shouldn't even be interacting with anything over here. Everything shouldn't even have collision.
Yeah, the fact that it has collision is very interesting. The fact that the kill floor is so low down here. Oh, there it is.
Okay, but it was the kill floor that killed you. It wasn't the sludge.
It was indeed the kill floor.
Because the sludge is purely decorative.
Just resting my feet.
Something I've never seen before.
This is side you come out when you're done.
Really, I rather enjoyed that. Thank you for sharing that.
You're only making it harder on yourself.
You ever just rock up to your former place of employment and be like, hey, do you still have my, like, access badge? Wow, yeah. He's hustling.
Maybe I should sit down for a bit. Pace yourself, Arthur.
How's our layout? Where is the Okarant located this time?
Oh, that's not too bad. That's like on
That's
the
not
second
bad at
node.
all. Could be much worse.
Yeah, you can go and like buy things from Stuart. Just don't talk to him because that'll like trigger his quests. But you can barter with him all you want. That's hers. You know what you could do though? Did you looted her?
Right now.
You looted her lab already, didn't you? Okay, never mind then. Disregard. As long as you stay like 5 feet away from the doctors, they can't. That's what I always think is kind of silly, like when people are in the Reddit and they're talking about like how hard it is to walk around St. George, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? They're like, I'm using so much sunshine, and it's like, why, honey?
I think they just see a doctor and assume they can be smelled, but you gotta be really close to them.
No, yeah, you have to be within their radius.
The only time I think the only time doctors ever got me was when, like, they would come around a blind corner at me, and, like, I wouldn't see them coming. But then, like, yeah, you can just walk away from them.
And then they tell you, oh, you wanted to be found.
I love the doctors.
Yeah, you do.
We're learning a lot about Ray, like, during this playthrough. Ugh. If you have any leave your favorite fucked up little man in the comments. That's really nice.
That's not graffiti, that's wall art.
Yeah, that's a mural.
That's sanctioned. Look at this commissioned mural. That's like, that's Bureau of Civic Happiness shit right there.
Yeah.
Yes. Prostrats, the resource management.
Not everyone can be a pro gamer, we understand, but do it like this. I think that's just like I think that's just a for fun sign.
Yeah.
Some signs are just for fun.
My old office. That was fun, being a reporter. Receptionist is out for coffee. Typical. How am I supposed to get upstairs then?
This is a continuing problem.
There's no such thing in this town.
What really happened to Miss Tingle's lilies?
Investigative journalism.
Don't worry about it. It was all cumulative. It was all cumulative. They just were awarded. They gave them the
That was
awards on the
that was a
same day.
big day in
It's a
Little, by the way, is Crazy Legs.
yeah, but oh, he had to leave town. They ran him out after they suspected him of cheating. Yeah.
Hey, look, here's those flowers that we were talking about.
That's quite clever. Look, we gotta talk about something.
We just have to pray she will.
Excuse me,
If
the
you-
door
yeah.
upstairs is locked.
Just like my sisters always pester. Unthinkable.
I like when two characters have
Pardon
the
me,
same voice
pardon
actor
me,
right
just-
next to
do
each
you think
other.
someone could let me upstairs?
How rude! Can't you see I'm working?
And then
I was
conversely,
thinking
yeah.
suspicion that they want some coffee.
Conversely, I also like when
Pardon me,
the bobbies
pardon
have
me,
different
do you
voices from
think
the one
someone
you
could let me
usually hear.
upstairs?
If I don't get some coffee soon, I'm gonna shoot
When they
someone.
have a different voice in the cutscene than they do in like normal.
Yes. Because
Excuse
the
me,
normal
this
always
is
are like,
what
oh,
it is,
so
it's not
you know they got that real
Just
low
to keep
voice, but then you get sometimes you get the nasally ones.
Yeah.
Pardon me, do you think someone could let me upstairs?
Unless it's the second coming, I can't be bothered.
Oh hey, it's Miss Tingle's Lily Livered Delight.
That
Do
sounds
not drain
good,
the fat.
but I want her to drain the fat, please.
Look, they can't afford for them to drain the fat. They're skinny enough as it is. No.
Aw. I know that's not true, but I like to think about it. I like to imagine it. Sitting in bed with his Vicks Vapor Rub and his little nightcap on.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I'm picturing him in the nightcap with his
Yeah.
a little steaming cup of tea, like.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we get the Uncle Jack girlies on this?
Please. Her notes will appear after we talk to Margaret. Yeah, steal everything out of the kitchen before you fix the coffee.
Yeah, before you
machine.
call them over. Yeah, they're great.
Where do we wait, where does everybody fall on the Oxford comma?
I mean, I think we're all in agreement here, right?
I think so, right? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all in
Properly?
favor of
Yes.
Oxford comma.
Obviously. Yes.
Everyone in favor of correct comma? Yes, alright.
Every time I go over to DJ's house, I see the book Eats, Shoots, and Leaves. Like, it's right there.
That's just the past. You gotta live in the present.
It'll come back
What the fuck
around.
is that? The carrot. By the radio. Look at the paper towels. I don't think I've ever noticed paper towels.
That is nice.
Yeah.
The one that hangs down from underneath the cabinet. Yeah, yeah. The flow.
We gotta read the note on the thing first.
I bet if I got the coffee machine working, they'd all head off to the kitchen for a nice cup of joe.
Coffee beans with quotation marks.
It really gave me a chuckle seeing, like, an aesthetic picture of the coffee machines my mom used to fill at, like, you know, these office places. Because that was her job when I was a kid. And someone was, like, posting, like, oh, look at this is so aesthetic. Like, I guess.
How many coffee beans did you have?
A lot.
Jesus.
Hello! Hello, everyone.
Lovely day for it.
You
Yes, but see, now they're in here, so now you can
Lovely
steal
day
from
for
all
it.
of their
I have
desks,
some
as
bacon
long
and
as you are mindful of where the bobby is. There's also a key card on the guy's desk, but you could also have gone in the closet and used the vents.
You can tell that a bunch of writers wrote this game. Like,
Yes.
some video games are not written by writers. I know that, like, everyone's, like, having a har-har because, you know, of course writers wrote the game. But, like, some games were not written by writers.
No,
This
it's the
one
thing
was.
that, like, obviously all of us are writers, so, like, we appreciate a lot of the stuff that's going on here, but there are also, like, times where it's very clear that the game is, being headed up by the writing team, where
Yes.
certain scenarios where it maybe should have been given to the design team, or the programmers even.
It is a very writing-first game. Like,
Yes.
you know. Obviously, yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
This is a very literary game. It's a joy for writers, not necessarily everybody else.
Yeah. Well, no, go in the closet. Go look in the... Yeah, I think it's, like, I do like when they give you, like, branching options like this.
Yes. This game actually, like, they clearly put a lot of thought into that in certain places. It's just not every place has that option. Yeah, here's how you do it wrong.
Both of these...
Once you have to know the rules in order to break them, much like writing. Yeah, see, I'm good at this. It was very validating to see the numbers go back up once I was back on the episode. I didn't want any of our episodes to do badly, but if any of them had to do badly, I was glad that it was the one that I wasn't on.
That one wasn't bad.
No,
The
it didn't.
Before it was bad.
I do think that our episode last week performed better than the one before where I wasn't there.
Well, that's because Joe was there.
So true. Yeah, you know what? So true. Joe is an essential part of this series.
He's crucial to our success.
A family can be one boy and his 22 water bottles.
Maybe you don't need 23 teas. Maybe you should drink like 13 of them.
20 teas seems reasonable.
You would think that.
I do. Yeah, we don't have to live like that anymore.
You could leave them some flashlights.
Yeah,
They're gonna need them when they turn all the power off later, you know? And if you need them later, you can always come back. They don't go away. If you hold down G, you can drop the whole stack.
I want some bottles. He's just walking around like
oh, you know what's gonna
he has
be fun?
36 bottles in his pocket.
Fun when you get out of this menu.
yeah. Whoa! I really do wish I had footage of me dropping those 200 berries and them just all exploding out of me. We could. Maybe, yeah.
Look at this mess you made.
And then he comes out. They hear a bunch of clattering, and then he comes out, and there's just bottles and flashlights everywhere.
Torches.
Torches, yes, sorry. In the lift.
But yeah, going up the stairs and going up this way leads you to the same place.
Let's see if I can get Mrs. Oliphant to give me my old job back and my old press pass.
That shelf there is lootable.
Imagine your old coworker. Yeah. Nick Lightbearer outfit. Yeah. Imagine your old coworker shows back up, like, he went nuts, he disappeared, and then he shows back up in a boiler suit, like, hey guys. How's it going?
Hello, I've learned to be a laborer.
Yes. Huh. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, you told us this actually. No, I enjoy that.
No, go in the conference room.
Let's confer. Oh, I love the bank lights. Yeah, we're gonna fill out the loan forms. I'm happy for him.
Oh, it's... Ooh.
Yeah. Got him. No, the battling titles is a great running gag.
Ooh.
See, personally, if I'm Jane, I'm doing that on purpose, like to demonstrate how stupid it looks. I mean, it in a sense it makes sense, but like we got other shit to be worried about, man.
It's not her job to know all that shit and then to
No,
do
totally.
it for you.
It's like I didn't go to fucking college to write with a bunch of rubes, you know? Like you're gonna know the difference between Joe's wife Clara and Joe's wife Clara.
We should go upstairs first. Yeah. Hey, Jane.
Hey, girl.
There's a note on the side of these cabinets.
Yeah. we had to
that's-
hang that up twice.
Y'all. Deputy coffee.
You need it. Working here, that's required.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, you'd think a bunch of writers obsessed with the minutia of grammar would notice that their titles are not actually getting upgraded, but maybe it doesn't matter.
It's supposed to be a radio.
It's a radio table.
Yes. These ones do not work, but the one in Sally's house does.
Yeah, that's when she hits the button on the table and the music starts.
Yes. There's like a bunch of other ones on the side there, and the little fridge in the back with the strange meat.
Damn, they got strange meat. Ooh, Germany. I like this one.
Where is it?
Somewhere in Germany, they're rather vague about it.
Is it nice there?
Yes, I'm sure it's the dance of the sugar plum fairies every day.
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's probably not a salt mine. I mean, I hope it's not.
But why children?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they want hostages, or maybe they need workers for their missile factories with very small hands. Or maybe they're selling us all to the Turks. They said it's temporary, but who knows?
Why do they want all the children?
Oh, I don't know, Percy. I don't know. Dad says it's a test. If people don't fight for their children, they won't fight for any reason.
Did we pass the test? I said, did we pass the test?
Nah, man.
Oh. That wasn't the one that I thought it was, but that one's good too.
Hmm.
It's also just a, you know,
Arthur.
all over the world,
Arthur
you know,
Hastings.
colonizers have a
Whole
proud
place
tradition
hasn't
of that
changed
sort of
at
thing.
all, has it?
Where did you go? When you disappeared for 2 weeks? Did you ever remember?
Must have had too lovely a time. I was hoping
funny.
you could use a reporter.
The fact that
I'm
you're wearing
afraid
it in the
I've got a
cutscene.
half dozen of them. Bloody useless, the lot of them.
That always happens
I've
unless
got
it's a
6
pre-rendered
pieces on my
cutscene.
desk, all about the new flavour of joy. Can you imagine? It's coconut.
Didn't Dr. Vlok make that
That's
announcement
such a funny thing to say.
some time ago?
Gemma wanted to do a piece
Coconut's
on him.
one of those flavors that's
Perhaps
very
it had fallen
divisive,
in
so
a
like
hole
making the new
somewhere.
flavored coconut is kind
I
of like a
haven't seen her in
choice.
days.
Even though you know
Bloody
damn well it's not gonna
frustrating,
taste like
too.
coconut.
There's all sorts of
No, it's gonna taste like, I
silly
don't know,
rumours
whatever.
about the tunnels under Wellington Wells. Gas leaks, water
Probably
main
tastes like
breaks,
ass, honestly.
maintenance workers at the
Can you
pub instead
imagine
of their
cough
posts.
syrup if it tasted like
That's
coconut?
all true.
I'd-
Wellington Wells would be about to fall apart.
Hmm.
I asked her to do a
I'd rather
story
not.
about it.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll turn up and everything will be peachy.
I'm sure it will. Lovely to see you, Arthur. Drop by any time, really.
Gemma was always digging up interesting stuff, from what I remember. Maybe I should poke around her desk.
I'm not lactose intolerant, but now I want to try it. I want to take some lactase just to.
Alexa said that Alexa said that lactate is basically like whatever the enzyme is for dairy, so like even if you're not lactose intolerant, you can
Probably
still
shouldn't
take
bother
it.
her until
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
the goods on Gemma's investigation.
It's not dangerous or anything, but I just want
No.
to try it. Like I don't have a reason to, but now I do.
I love that we only get like barely anything of Gemma herself, but we do get a lot of like clues as to her personality and
Yeah, she's
Of her
very
character.
much part of the narrative. Despite we only see her the
Maybe
one
I should drop in
time.
on Gemma at home. If she's really vanished, then maybe I can get my old job back.
Margaret also had lines that were cut from that cutscene we just saw where they were basically, when he asks for his job back, she asks if he is managing better. Which I think they took that out because it changes the mystery of his disappearance, his 2-week disappearance, and it gives it a little more information than maybe they want to imply there. But the fact that, because like,
Well, it also
the way-
changes their relationship because "are you managing better" is implying that she's asking if he can get the job done, whereas like "did you ever figure out where you went" is more curious. It's more like it's more personal.
yes.
So it changes the dynamic of their relationship. It makes it
It's a
seem like they're
PA.
kind of friends. Yeah, it's like an emergency light.
No, but what I was gonna say is that if she were to ask if she asks if you're managing better, then that means that he was probably having problems before he disappeared, and
Yes.
that she doesn't ask that now implies that it was quite sudden.
Yes.
So that's one of the few like things that I think is maybe a narrative choice in removing it rather than just for expeditiousness.
I think they wanted to imply that
Light's
Margaret
coming
and Arthur have a good relationship and worked well together, and like he enjoyed working for her. Whereas like, are you managing better sounds like, you know, she was like, you know.
No, that still
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like she's concerned for him,
Yes.
but it just implies the nature of his disappearance different than what the game is implying now.
Oh, they look good.
That's good, yeah, nice parallel.
I like that. Especially because Arthur doesn't have like a great relationship with like almost anybody, so. Yeah. But it sounds like, you know, she was, you know, she cares about him outside of the fact that he works for her. It's like, I'd like to see you doing better.
Well, then you very well have tuberculosis. What can you do if you have tuberculosis? Well, the most important thing you can do is to make sure that no one else gets it. Don't cough at anyone, don't spit on the street, and wash your hands often with soap.
What are you
Instruct
doing
your
about your
doctor as soon as
tuberculosis,
you can,
Jack?
and they'll be sure to get you to a place where you can be taken care of properly.
He's not gonna have to worry about that for much longer.
What if you suspect someone close to you has tuberculosis? Be sure to tell the nearest doctor.
Maybe move away.
Learn how to be sure if your husband or wife or friend has it, and what to do about it. Don't keep it a secret, or you might catch it too. Be very careful with any handkerchiefs or.
I like when he
clothes
stutters, because that's
someone
like,
has coughed blood on.
Yeah.
Should be washed thoroughly with
it's
soap
very human, and it's
neatly
also
cleaned.
like production
If you hang
values
them to dry,
back then were a
the
lot
warm,
looser, so
sunny-
like,
sunny day rather dries them out.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
nothing disinfects like sunlight. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask a doctor. You know doctors, they're always looking out.
You know the fans love it too.
Remember,
Like,
be your own doctor.
like,
No matter
oh,
what
he
you
is
do,
human.
be sure you're taking enough joy. There's no more excuses for feeling bad. You don't have to. Well,
you don't gotta
Also-
live like that.
we've come to the end of our
Also,
time.
all of this was shot
Tune
in
again
like 3
tomorrow,
days, so
and we'll
like
see if
there's a
there's any
chance that it was
rumors
just
about
like,
leprosy.
you know, he just stuttered and they
Any
liked it
secrets,
and they were like,
they're
yeah, we'll
all
keep it.
false.
Like,
No,
This is
but like
Dr.
this
Jack
time
Worthing,
period,
and this is
people
my
would
No,
fuck up on
totally.
TV like that, and it
Plenty
was
of sleep
fine.
and
Like,
exercise
it wasn't a big
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Well,
It's like when we're watching I Love Lucy and you can see that like they're like kind of trotting on each other's lines and like
Yes.
somebody's missed a cue, like.
No, 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 get back.
Don't fuck with it. a point of note. TB is spread through air, like so. Washing your hands does fucking nothing. Yeah, yeah. Don't cough on people in general. Yeah.
Except for the night. We would never know the stars.
Fellas. That's your cursor.
That's your cursor. Oh, that's bad.
Ah.
I won't tell anybody. Yeah. My room is so dusty. Don't tell anyone. Today as I was driving home, you know, Google Maps like gave me the warning like there are police have been reported up ahead, which I knew because when I
That's
came
coming
around the
from
corner,
Gemma's house.
traffic was stopped
That's
dead,
a
not
bit
because of the
awkward.
cop, but because right in front of the cop car there was a bunch of geese like crossing the road, and so the cop wasn't catching anybody speeding because everyone had stopped for the geese. It was very funny.
Aww. Going on at Gemma's.
What isn't going on at Gemma's? Yeah, that's a good shot through the window.
Yes.
Yeah. The art director for this game did a fantastic job. Hey man. Bro. That's incredible. I've never seen that before.
That guy's here every time. It's a scripted event.
Is it? Someone noticed she's not
Does he bowl you over?
Yes.
Wow. Did I not do that? I might have just busted in through the front or something.
That's Gordon Goody.
Oh,
you
yeah,
never
yeah,
actually
okay,
get to
yeah,
see
yeah.
his name, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, I remember this. I think I might have ghosted through the front of the building when I did this first. Yeah! The only reason to play this game. What are all these extra nozzles for? Don't even worry about it.
Better make some more torches since I just had to drop like 4 of them.
And that surely won't become a recurring problem.
Also... Yeah, but see, here's the thing, is that you just filled your inventory with... Because all the stuff that you're building, you're pulling your materials out of your pneumatic stash. So all that stuff that you put away is now in your pocket.
They are bricks, yeah. 27 bottles of water. Nothing gets you ready to write like a little cleaning.
That's what...
Yeah, writers definitely wrote this game. When you gotta write something and you're like, man, my screen's a little dirty. I guess I could clean that, like...
You get all your cleaning done when you should be writing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Thomasina House is close by. You don't have to sneak in. Not yet. And even if there were, sneaking wouldn't help you.
I got my mojo.
Even when the doctors do appear, you're not gonna need the mojo. It's narrative.
It's more fun to use the mojo around the doctors, though.
Well, what I mean is the doctors will not... The situation in which we are going to see these doctors,
Yeah,
mojo is not applicable.
It won't work. Yeah. We can roleplay that it works. Headmistress. Dear Margaret, I hope this missive blows your tits clean off.
This email.
It's a they don't have email.
Headmaster Knights, huh?
Headmaster. Wow, there's a headmaster too?
There is
Damn.
a guy who works there named
Named what?
George.
Ah.
He's the guy who loses his clover clamps. Yes.
The ones that were in the couch? Yeah.
Yes. There's a lockpick in the door. In the door that you're just looking at. No, not that one, the other one. No. The door you literally looked at twice. Yes, there's a lockpick in it. In the doorknob, where the lockpick goes. Yes. It was, like, stuck in the lock. Also, there's muddy footprints on the floor leading into the... Yes, see, he came to this door and couldn't get it open, and then the alarm went off, so he went over there.
You know, that's how people cope with like unknowns and stressors in their lives. Is like one way of coping with that is sexualizing it.
If I find one toy train in your swag bag, I'm gonna knock your last tooth down your throat. Gordo, turn that fucking thing off and come back down here right now.
If the alarm's upstairs, I'm gonna have to get past Mr. Shouty here.
Ow! What the hell? Who the fuck are you?
I live here.
Love what you've done with the place.
I live here.
So that's Buster. Gordo is the other guy, and he must have gone upstairs and jumped out the window when things went amiss. Because the window is open upstairs.
So not only did he shove you over, but like he had just taken at least a one-story fall.
Yeah. But these guys are cat burglars, they're spry. All caps?
Write it down incriminatingly.
They came out of the church.
Yes.
They came out of the town hall. They came up out of the well. They came out of the cupboards. They came out of the haystacks. Soon, the
He has
entire
left
big square
a
was covered
lock
in
shocker on the floor for you.
a bare patch of dirt.
We can't run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you.
Short spike, yeah. Damn, if somebody had made all those fucking flashlights.
He walked away from the village. He walked into the dark forest.
I love the it.
Alright, so there's a spanker up here. You gotta not be fucking around because we'll be looking at.
Arthur, you're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
It's a weapon. Picked up a shovel. Hey, it's that thing I said.
What a lovely sound effect.
But as the villagers were settling down to drinking, the Pied Piper returned, and he told the people, "And now, it is time to fill the pipe." The villagers...
Toilet typewriter.
They asked him if he killed them.
You can't stop her flow state.
I hear she'll recover in a few days.
No, I will not keep my voice down. I am a law-abiding citizen.
But the next morning, the piper was back.
I am not upset.
In a very
I'm happy as a clam. You have
See, this
no
jump
right
isn't
to
that
touch
far.
me. I'm a reporter.
I wouldn't make it.
You have no
Gordo
right
can
to
make
touch
that.
me. You know perfectly well I've taken my joy. You can't take me away. I'm not sick or unhappy. Help! Police! Help! Someone stop them!
Give me a bit more pepper.
Where are they taking her? Why did they take her? She sounds quite sane. Did she know too much? About what?
Yep.
Dumb. And they found that they could not move
Yes.
to strike the piper. Nor could they leave. And out of every house, in every villager who was not...
Jimbo is like Paul Kinsey from Mad Men stealing fucking typewriters from work.
And out of the pub, and out of the bakers, and out
That's
of the
an insult to her. Don't ever compare her to Kinsey again. Not in my presence, anyway.
began to walk. He walked away from the village. He walked into the dark forest, in a direction...
There's one down in her kitchen too, and in her living room.
Only the late... Well, he tried his best. And it's a good thing too, for otherwise...
He has a musical soul.
happened. For the villagers disappeared into the dark woods. The smith lost all track of them. Among the trees, he could not tell...
Yeah, the design philosophy behind this whole set piece is that she is very girly, and she's, you know, fun and flirty and single, but, like, she's also a detective.
He wept for the day and the night. But the music had so moved him. Fast enough to follow it. Smith came out of the forest. Came to an inn. There he told the story.
I can't believe his wife lets him out looking like that either.
He waited a year and a day for them to come back. And on the 366th day, he hanged himself.
Why doesn't he need to forget? I love that that's on the conspiracy board like it's a big question. It's like he doesn't need to forget because he didn't grow up in Wellington Wells. Like that's not a...
No, he was there for all of that.
Yeah, but he still doesn't, like, it's not... He wasn't part of that. He doesn't consider himself, like...
He
Party
doesn't,
to-
but she doesn't understand that about him.
I see.
Who knows if they too vanished in the woods with the piper's tune? Who knows if this is
Who is that?
story or just a fairy tale?
Look at this hot air balloon. Who is that?
Know that
Who the hell is that? One thing I do find a little annoying is that we are supposed to recognize this picture as being of Prudence Holmes because it's the same one in her office. But
Why would
it
you have a
doesn't
picture. Yeah.
it doesn't look anything like her when you see her later.
No.
She
That's
doesn't
one of those
look like
things.
that.
Yeah. That's one of those things that
Dad.
definitely got changed later.
Annoying. And then I think this other one, the blonde one, is supposed to be Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Possibly?
Now you have.
Yes, there's all her notes about him.
That's such a fun thing to like. It's actually. Can you actually even read that from here? Like realistically? Oh, you can grab it. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, it's funny to put that information over there where I can't see it.
Did you examine the board? Because that's part of the... Okay. Wait. Go back. One more thing. Those, the two guys, and one guy is scratched out and the other guy is circled. That is, Clive Birtwistle and Harry Plantagenet. And the thing is, they don't tell you this in the game, but in the How to Be Happy book, it is revealed that they're both in, like, a genealogy club. And when you get to, Hayworth Labs, Harry Plantagenet was supposed to have lines about Clive setting him up, which is why he's in there. Because they are frenemies.
Friends,
sort
yeah.
of. Yeah. And they are one guy is supposed. Harry believes he's descended from the White Rose clan of the War of the Roses, and Clive. Yes. No, Harry Hayworth, the other Harry, is not who we're talking about.
It's so
Clive
bold of them to
Birtwistle.
have multiple guys named Harry involved in this same plot line.
And then they have an NPC joke where they're like, "Hey, you're not Harry."
Yeah. Yeah.
Pink.
That's her special typewriter. You notice the one by the toilet is not pink.
Should we just take everything?
I don't think Dr. V would like that. The constabulary might notice.
I don't see anything talking about Dr. V here. Where's her study?
I thought vampires had to be invited in.
Donor!
Oh, fuck you, shit. See, I told you we wouldn't need the
Hello, do you want me
mojo.
some time?
Open up in there! Who are you?
Who are you?
Who wants to know? Yeah, wow.
It's like Ellie's Sally voice.
I like that we see Sally's like writing style later in the game, and she does not bother with punctuation or capitalization. But in these letters, she is very careful to be grammatically correct and capitalize everything properly. Yes. Yeah. She's like, oh, please don't be cross. You know. Yeah.
That's
I love
what's like
you.
so irritating about her is she's like, oh, I'm this master man manipulator. I know how men work, especially powerful men. Like, bitch, you've dated one powerful man.
She's dating a second. She's working on the second one.
Okay, but like, come on. Right? Ugh. Ridiculous.
Oh, things are on the rocks. Salamander. Sweaty. Yeah. Yeah, you read people like ass. Like, it's very like, I think I've been around the block a few times, more than you, honey. Like, sweaty.
I've dated so many powerful men.
Yeah. She's hilarious. I love her. If Sally was my friend, she wouldn't be my friend, but you know what I mean. Like, I'd be like, girl. Yeah. Oh my god. He's so amazing. And you're like, yeah. He's kind of a bad boy. Yeah. I'd be like, girl, we can't do this again.
Okay, but that's why she doesn't have any friends.
Yes. Yeah, because you can't maintain a friendship with anybody else.
Bottom, then right to left.
Sounds very final.
The locks.
Yeah.
For a permanent
solution that, to end all solutions, a final solution, if you will.
Solution to what? Electrocution.
Yeah, use those knees fresh out of the box and read us about the art show. You can have two.
I love that she didn't have, there wasn't enough craziness in one board. She had to have two. Yeah. Will he mingle? Yeah. God, he looks like decrepit, like.
before curfew. It's not healthy to be out after
You have to be more specific.
get home before curfew.
Oh, you know what? That
What?
kind of gives you an even better like timeline for when she left because she had to have left before Valentine's Day.
That's hilarious. He locked her outside not only in the rain, but in possibly freezing rain if it's almost Valentine's Day.
Being out after dark. It's not healthy to be out after curfew.
Punished.
I must warn you. It's
Cool for lying.
being out after dark. Best get home before curfew. It's not healthy to be out after.
It's interesting that they really like. It's interesting that they really do want to play Verloc like he's actually a psychopath, and like he has none of those traits. Like in the final game, like maybe in earlier drafts he was like crueler, but like in the final game, to me, I don't know. I've never bought it. I'm like, oh, this is just a guy who's an idiot and he's in way over his head. Yeah, Vane thinks she's better than everyone else.
As your doctor, I must warn you.
Getting cold.
Healthy to be out after dark.
Yeah. No, you're so right. I think you just cracked it. I think you just fucking unlocked, like, your brain, your pineal gland is clear, like... Post that on the Reddit and watch people blow up. Yeah. People on the Reddit are gonna go insane, like...
Look,
Oh, that's the
I
funniest
am
thing you
going
could
to
have
tell you
said.
right now, do not do that just because the aggravation is not worth it.
No, don't. Yeah. Hi, everybody from the Reddit. We love you.
We do love you, but my god.
It's when we're disparaging the Reddit, we're not talking about you, obviously. You're here to learn.
No, yeah.
Oh, God. That's the funniest thing.
As your doctor, I must warn you. It's not healthy being out after dark.
Sometimes there's information like that that is contradicted elsewhere, and it's just a thing of like you have to decide which version of it seems more legit.
They really did a brilliant job with, like, you know, writing themselves out of corners by like, well, everyone forgets what, you know, when shit happens, so it's okay that we've also forgotten when shit happened.
26. Split. The inherited house
at 48, yeah.
It says no other family, but you can't see under. Real degree, or does he just call himself doctor? I think he does, but I think it's from Wellington Health, and which is like,
It's an honorary degree.
It's not healthy to be out after. As your doctor, I must warn you. It's not healthy being out after dark.
yes.
Best get home before curfew. It's not healthy to be curfew. As your doctor, I must warn you, it's not healthy being out after dark. It's not healthy to be out after curfew.
They're treating sunshine like fentanyl, like.
But bakeries smell good.
Not this bakery.
Doctor, I must warn you, it's not healthy being out after dark. Best get home before curfew.
Oh. Everyone gets a
Yeah.
prize.
That's the same thing.
As your doctor, I must warn you, it's not healthy being out after dark.
I don't know that these yarn actually
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah, you just gotta have the yarn on there.
It's not
Which is worthless and makes the conspiracy board hard to read, but that's okay. Hey guys, we should come up with a way, like, I need to have a conspiracy board. If anyone can figure out how we can get one, let us know.
What do you want a conspiracy board for?
I just want to have one. I want to
Oh.
I want to take my long metal rod out and whack it and point at stuff.
not healthy being out after dark.
Oh my god, that would be so fun. I would love that.
It's not healthy to
Fucking planning weekend activities.
I must warn you,
Yeah.
We're gonna have our slumber party with our conspiracy board, and then we're gonna go to the museum and see the U-boat, and
Yeah.
you know, just girl activities, girl night.
Yeah.
be out after curfew. Best get home before curfew.
Huh.
You're ghosting. You could just ghost upstairs.
Yeah, just go, just zoop. Don't be silly. Hey man, how's it going?
Someone.
Don't worry, he
Someone's
can't
naughty.
get you.
Healthy to be out after curfew. You can't go around off your joy. Best get home before curfew. Oh well, catch you next time. As your doctor, I must warn you, it's not healthy being out after
Natalie.
dark. Best get home before curfew.
Have you seen Harry? Now you have.
Thought you. It's not healthy to be out after curfew. As your doctor, I must warn you. It's best get home before
Meters tall.
being
3
out
stone.
after dark.
It's called a road.
Oh
it's
no, he
called a
fell off the edge.
road. It is the road that you go. Eh.
It's not healthy to be out after curfew. As your doctor,
Ooh.
I must warn you.
Was replaced?
It's not healthy being out after dark. It's not healthy to be out after curfew.
Backstab.
As your doctor, I must warn you. It's not healthy being out after dark. Best get home before curfew.
Now you have to examine it.
It's not healthy to be out.
Come out! We're friends of
Will you
Gemma!
look at that?
We're
You've
friends
been
of
a
Gemma.
busy girl, haven't you, Gemma?
He needs our help.
It's not healthy being out after dark.
I think I've found everything. Doesn't look like she found all the answers yet.
Grab the stew.
Toxic fog. If I finished
Yeah.
these investigations,
Yum.
Mrs. Oliphant would have to give me back my old job. And then I'd have a press pass.
What's going on?
That means we get to go to the modeling mines.
Not healthy being out after dark.
Bye, Gemma's doctors.
House. Bye, friends of Gemma.
Best get home before curfew. It's not healthy to be out after curfew.
Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I forgot. Ghost, please. Go back up to her other conspiracy board. Can't believe I forgot this.
Did you think I
Ghost into that closet. And, yeah, her bug out bag.
had your joy, have you?
That's what she was here for.
Yes, that's why she came back here. She did come back. She... Got you,
Gemma.
bribing bobbies.
I would never have pictured it. I'm not sure I actually want to, come to think of it.
It's not healthy to be out.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
So Sally has like a little line when you're walking around about how the Reform Club could have helped her. And Gemma clearly is also aware of this, and that's why this is her bug out bag. This is her plan. This is her shit has gone awry and I need to abort operation and abandon ship. Here's my bug out bag and I'm going to the Reform Club. But she was intercepted.
Just in case one was, like, rejected at the door.
Being out after curfew. You must take your joy immediately.
Yes. Very nice. Yeah, shut the grate behind you. Yes. So there's a red Bobby out here, and there's not really a way to get past him sneakily. You can kill him, you can ghost past him if you want to.
Best get home before curfew.
Well, I guess I'd better go see what's going on this motiline regulation unit. Maybe the answer's there.
Oh, he's not red, he's just regular guy.
I won't have it.
Well, you're gonna have to take it.
Sorry.
You're gonna break that old man's back over a bird bath?
As your doctor, I must warn you.
You know that blue bobbies grow on bushes?
Like blueberries.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
I will be back in a second while you do that.
Okay.
One of these days, I really ought to explore those caves.
And how?
Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
I'm amenable to that. You must play this game quite a lot if you remember, like, off the top of your head what you need for particular, like, recipes. I never remember that. I never collected stuff with the intent of crafting things. Mm-hmm. In Arthur's Act, it matters a little less, but it's good to get into the habit. That would be entirely too easy. Yeah, you should probably change your outfit before we proceed. They're not ready for that. Who's your favorite shopkeeper?
If some scientist had told me Percy was actually from Mars, I'm not sure I'd have disbelieved him.
Yeah, Shady Dealer's also great. Who's your
What are we
favorite?
talking about?
I asked Ellie who her favorite shopkeeper was in the game. Who's your favorite, DJ?
I mean, they're also...
Shut the fuck up. I know you have a favorite.
Well, they are, though, like...
Yeah. It's true. I thought you were mocking me when I said, like, oh, but, you know, like, I like a lot of characters in this game. I assumed it was getting back at me.
No, I like Bobby Catesby in concept, but a lot of his content got cut, so like the full shape of him is not visible.
Yeah.
I like the implications behind Lionel and the various things that he's doing, because like all of his various quests that he gives you are disparate, and yet they all kind of, you get an idea of what he is about and
yeah,
who his clientele is. Stuart Adams is, oof. He's got a history.
Oh, Stuart.
And then, the other Reg. Reg has got a really good story.
Reg is crazy. I don't think Reg is, like, you know, my favorite, but...
No, like, as a person, like, he's not really got that much go... Like, I mean, I don't know that he's any more terrible than anybody else here. That's like when we were playing last week, and I was like, I like to think about this guy.
Speaking, he does trap you and make you work for him in his cannibalism minds. So like, let's look at this objectively here.
Yeah, but he's doing that. He's doing that out of a sense of civic duty.
I'm like, let's put this into perspective real quick. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, but like I was sitting there thinking that last week when I was like, I like to imagine those guys going to Nigel's like little restaurant, and you're like, oh, these cheaters? Like, bitch, please. Why are we judging these people so fucking harshly? They've had hard lives. That guy was clearly abusive. They deserve to go to a nice restaurant. They don't get to, but like they could. Anyway.
Defensive over your little guys.
My little guys!
My little guys have done nothing wrong.
I appreciate your custom. I hope to see you again soon.
They've done things wrong, but like, fuck, in the context of this game, it's like... I don't know. I ain't that interested in like being terribly
No, I know. I'm
judgmental,
just.
except to
it's
Sally,
just-
and only because everyone else isn't.
It's just funny to call Reg Cuddy like
It's
not that
rats,
bad a
you
guy
see.
when he's,
It's
you
the
know.
rats that see you.
I don't think
he does enslave you briefly.
Yeah, but it's not like he's making meat out of people, but he's not like killing people. These are people
No.
who die anyway. Like fuck. He's got the right idea.
You heard it here first, folks. DJ's modest proposal.
Look, I already made the game about this concept.
Oh yeah, why aren't we linking the game? Are we stupid?
I mean,
Why don't they talk about the game DJ made? Are they stupid?
okay, look, it's barely a game. It's like a 3-level deep.
It's a text adventure.
Yeah, it's a text.
A text adventure.
We'll link.
Game.
We'll link it in the chat. But basically, I wrote it as a like. It was inspired by the Reg Cuddy storyline.
Yeah.
And what was funny is when I was digging in Poeted, I actually found that the thing that I wrote was kind of already in the game, but in different content. So like, no, it's fine because it means like we were on the same sort of the convergent evolution.
Yeah. Happens every time.
Like they had the same idea, they just decided to cut it for whatever reason, and then I made my text game, which is basically the same thing but like set somewhere else.
I'm so happy for him in his little glovies.
The work site is where we're going.
Are we all enjoying ourselves? Oh yeah, let's go to the shops first.
What, did you take all of Lionel's money?
Lovely day for it. What's your pleasure then?
He's only got 3 of them. Fuck.
You're running him out of stock. He had more.
I think he will give you another one as a reward for his quest line, but we should have like 12 of them. Lionel had that many.
He's just the inferior shopkeeper.
Thank you
pretty
very
good.
much for your purchase. Please come again.
I'd really love to know why that particular bin smells of cheese.
Who's your favorite shopkeeper, Ray?
What's that?
Said who's your favorite shopkeeper?
Lionel.
Oh. Neat.
I like what he's got going on. I like his
I like how canny he's.
Yes, that was actually exactly the word that I was going to use, and then I was thinking, I was like, I use that word too much. I need to think of a different word.
Sometimes I think that, and then other times I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say exasperated. I don't give a.
I like your use of the word.
I like
exasperated,
when
though.
things dovetail.
Yes. No, now you've pointed the words out, so now I am going to notice when you use them. But
oh, you didn't before?
No, I don't think so. I think most people don't think about that kind of stuff. I think we're abnormal. think about that stuff.
Tell that story.
Okay. So like, you know, you know how I'm like, we're in call and I'll be like, what, who's your favorite shopkeeper? What do you, where do you think that picture was taken? Because I like wonder about stuff, and I want to hear other people's opinion on it. A friend of mine, Tess, also does this sort of thing, and probably is where I picked it up, honestly. Tess is asking, like, in a voice call once, like, what's your favorite pastry? And our mutual friend Priscilla goes, I don't think about stuff like that. Which is the funniest way you could respond to that. I don't think about that stuff.
That's the kind of bitch who didn't have a favorite dinosaur in elementary school.
Oh yeah, let's talk about our favorite dinosaurs. My favorite is Parasaurolophus.
Mine is Rhamphorhynchus.
Ellie, did you have a favorite dinosaur? Yeah, that's classic.
I was fully prepared for you to say that your parents did not permit you to think about dinosaurs.
Oh my god. That's so crazy because Land Before Time. Don Bluth is a Mormon. Like, that's so crazy to me. Yeah, dinosaurs are. Oh my god, have you seen the Dan Olsen video about the flood, about the man tracks, about humans living contemporaneously with dinosaurs as a Christian belief?
Oh my god, Ellie, we have to watch the video.
We have to watch. Yeah. We have to watch Man Tracks. It's incredible. Yeah. You should also watch it right after this.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll link it in the comments too.
Yeah, watch Man Tracks. You should be watching Dan Olsen anyway, but this flood of this flood of 6 people. The views. It has like several million views. Like. Yeah. You guys are special to me.
No, you. Oh, yeah.
Central sent me to help out.
I thought you were still wearing your glad
you
rags.
know
That's
all
what I was
about
curious
municipal
about.
Infrastructure back at Central.
I like to think
Back
I can
at
figure a few
Central.
things out.
Oh, you can figure
I love the
things
snotty
out.
Bobby.
Who needs 20
Or,
years
no,
of
this guy's not a
experience when
Bobby,
the new
but-
lads can just suss it out with their eyes. Hey, let's all learn from the new lad.
All the voice
This
acting
guy.
is so fucking great.
You just turn that.
Why don't you give it a try, eh?
I forgot to tell you the punchline.
These idiots from
don't.
Central, man.
Never heard it do that before.
Oh dear. There's a tool I need. I'll just go get it.
What did he do to it? Has anybody got a pipe wrench?
Oh.
Ow. I should really have paid more attention when Dad was
Arthur's
banging
murder
on the
count
plumbing.
now up to
Oh,
4.
dead.
Hey, I would like you to do some science because
On the other
I
hand,
was answering a post
looks like I
earlier.
can
I
get
want to
down
know if
now.
you can kill these people once they're unconscious.
Oh. Okay, hang on. Let's get out our... Yeah.
You need a lethal weapon. That weapon is not lethal. Shovel. That's lethal.
That's nice and lethal. That's extra lethal.
Sorry, Alfie. Yeah.
Deceased.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
alright.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta... They're like... That is what happens when you beat people with shovels and they're unconscious already. Huh. Fascinating. Can you kill... Now the question is, can you kill Nick Lightbearer while he's unconscious in the tub?
Huh. Haha.
Ha ha ha. I don't think this changes anything because I do think that Nick is still dead, but it's because he could have just been unconscious and then drowned or something, or died later, but... Are you loading the...
No, don't do that right
Yeah, don't do it now. We'll do it later. Because I am curious, I do want to know, but...
No, I was curious because a guy posted earlier today and he was like, I did Hayworth Labs and I was looking for Ryan Andrews, but I didn't see him, like, can I get back at him? And I was like, well, you'd have to ghost back in there. Then he was like, well, I also beat everyone to death with the electric truncheon. It's like, I see, that's not lethal, so like, But, theoretically, if you ghosted back into Hayworth Labs and you found his corpse where you know, but it was his unconscious corpse, you could kill him and get your merit badge.
Fascinating.
We've done the science for you. You should put your
there, gentleman who does not watch the stream.
He might, I don't know. And that's information for everyone else.
No, it's good info.
That's another one of those, like, because the game is very finicky and there's a lot of rules, but, like, knowing the rules is how October is Fire Safety Month. But knowing the rules and how they interplay with each other is how you know, find things out.
Learn more. Yeah.
Line the pipe up on the right. There you go.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's nice. That's real good. October is Fire Safety Month.
I'm sorry to say tomorrow's cricket match has been postponed due to uncertain weather.
Photography class
always learning
was one of the most fun classes I took in college. So if you have the opportunity to take a photography class, take one.
I think if you're going to take a class, it should be theater class, because that'll help with the writing if you write also.
Is it filet mignon? Is it roast chicken?
Yeah. I can't endorse that one because I didn't take that one because I'm not a nerd, but...
Get the fuck out of here.
It helps you with learning composition.
Damn,
especially
if only you had one of your flashlights.
Take an acting class though. Like, don't actually listen to me. Like, there was acting for animators, which I couldn't take because it conflicted with another course that I needed to take. But I always, that always sounded really interesting to me.
Power's out on the elevator. I'll need to find a way to turn the juice back on.
Ooh. Oh, Nigel.
Yeah, another note.
He must be desperate.
Joy.
He's like, Blackberry maybe?
Absolutely.
If he dies in the fire. You appear not to be dying presently. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, maybe injure your... Yeah, take your mask off. Yeah, take all of your clothes off. Arthur Hastings, found naked and burned to death.
Nobody's gonna find him down here.
My boy. Yeah. We did. Define set piece, because like there's a couple of answers that, like, depending on how you define it. Okay.
Any location you can't save in.
Yeah. It might be the Ocaron, just for like how much fun it is to run around and how many story threads it opens up for you. Functionally, I think it works really well. It's one of the only points in the game where you're not in combat, but you do get to like sneak around and investigate stuff without pretty much, like, for the most part, without the fear of getting yourself into a situation where yeah, you get to be a Snoop. I think it's well constructed. I think you learn a lot about Arthur from that, as well as, you know, learning about the world building itself and like, ooh, what's going on in town? Like, other people are really catching on to this. Like, this could I think the Ocaron also gives you the sense of like, this could break at any moment. Like, before that point, you're like, okay, things are bad, but it's not you know, they could still right this ship, and then you get to that part and you see Gemma get dragged away and you're like, oh fuck. Like, that was the point at which, like, when I did not play this game initially when I was introduced to the story. I watched the, like, cutscenes, and I'm like watching the cutscenes and like, okay, there's like personal drama between these two characters. Okay, Arthur's kind of a moron, but whatever. And then you see Gemma get Dr. Napped, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, there's fascism.
Yeah. I mean, there was fascism before, but again, it's very much like, okay, things are bad and people are starving, but like they could just go quietly into that good night, honestly. Like, but then you realize like, oh, things are on the precipice of becoming like insane, actually, and then they are.
Fucking finally, Christ.
So there you go. I guess that's actually two answers, because I think Gemma's like, oh, okay. I think Gemma's house might actually be the correct answer. The Ocaron opens that up, but I think it's Gemma's house where you're like, ooh, oh shit, conspiracy board.
Gemma's house is really good.
She's got the bug out bag. Like... Oh, that's funny. Why? That's really interesting. That's like more work. Like, that's more work to change it. Well, you know what? I thought Sparky was supposed to be dead. I thought Sparky was like a previous pet gecko. So, yeah, I like that. I like that too, actually. There's not a special obituary for everything is fine. What's your favorite set piece, DJ? Did I steal your answer?
I do like Gemma's house a lot, but I also like Hayworth Labs.
Yeah.
And I like the DSIR.
Find a way to turn the juice back on.
Hayworth Labs I would like more if it didn't, you know, involve, like, I feel like Hayworth Labs is a little long, and it feels like there was stuff that was cut. It's one of those places where you can really
there was definitely stuff that was cut. Oh, I will tell you about it when we get there.
It's one of those places where you can really feel the missing content, I think.
Another note about Bad Joy.
I also like the jacket.
She was really onto something, wasn't she?
Yeah. Oh, that one's not in this act though. It was for Arthur's act.
Oh, that's right. That's the I forgot the answer.
Letter. Yeah. Come on now. What about you, Ellie? Yeah. I mean, we pretty much covered it. I think Arthur's act is actually kind of weak on set pieces, I think. Like, it's not weak on set pieces, it's like there's a couple of really good answers and then the rest of them are just kind of mid. Yeah, the parade is good. Yeah, the fashion club is really good. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I agree.
That's Saint. Saint. Now they're a trio.
I love the idea that the art, like, they're so defensive of it, like, they will not be censored. They love the art. They you know, they're really enthusiastic about it. They get nothing. They never have anything, but they got an art show. Endochronic? I think they made some of those words up.
That word is it's real and
Did you look it up?
No, actually, I knew about it already, but it does also come up during Stuart Adams's quest.
Ah.
Because it's like a chemical in your brain. It's like endocrine. It's like a hormone.
Ah, okay. And I wasn't sure because I would expect it to be like I guess endochronic would be the I thought they were combining the endocrine system with something else, like Chronos maybe.
Maybe. Well, that's the thing that's weird too, is that the modeling crystals shouldn't have that, but it does kind of like suggest, I don't know, that are organic in a way.
It sounds to me, because they're trying to use the crystals indefinitely, that they're trying to time travel the crystals so that the crystals don't, like, they can use crystals from the past, perhaps, or future.
Portals.
Yeah. This part of the game, yeah. How do we feel about the sci-fi elements of We Happy Few? Like, collectively.
Cross that platform without getting electrocuted.
Oh,
Now make sure there isn't a
we'll let
short
these guys
circuit.
kill themselves first.
Fucking apprentices. They never fucking listen.
When you say sci-fi elements, what do you
see? Said the
I'm
blind
talking
man
about,
picked up his
for
hammer and
mostly I'm
sword.
talking about they came from below, and like modeling as a concept, and time travel and portals and things like that. Things which the characters we play as do not have access to, but exist in the background as a plot point.
I personally, as far as like they came from below goes, I like they came from below, but I do not like when a game that is not already about space or time travel or interdimensional travel becomes about that.
Yes. Yeah.
You didn't look at the art.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta look at the art, yeah. It's over there. It's sparking. That's really nice. I can, yeah, look at all their, we'll come back to this conversation. You're not Harry.
Don't let these Philistines in management take Harry's art down.
I love how they're art-oriented, like... Ass.
You missed the note.
We're checking the names to see if they match any of the signed petitions. So this guy doesn't get a
This
name.
is scripted, he doesn't get a name.
They're apprentices though, so.
Whatever, ass.
That note was sent on my birthday. Yeah, I don't know where, I don't... That's such a funny way of characterizing it. It's we have a few RPF. I don't know if I feel comfortable just saying like it's outright fiction, but it is very puzzling in its place in the narrative. Yeah, I was gonna say that's basically the basis of the game. Like... Yeah.
She accidentally poisoned the muffins. Even on Joy, people aren't that stupid. Unless there's something wrong with the Joy.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to drive one of those things. They sort of look like tea kettles, don't they?
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing. It's like, oh, it's an alternate history, and then you look under the hood, and it's like, there's portals and time travel and, like, magic pink energy that just comes from the ground, and, like, this isn't alternate history at all. This is fantasy. This is sci-fi. I just wish I think it's fine. I don't think it detracts from the story at all, but I am a little confused by it, and I am curious as to what the goal was with it. Right. You need to power the society somehow. Yeah. That would make sense, or it's a byproduct of Hayworth Labs dumping a bunch of slime into the yeah. Yeah, it's very odd for them to just come out of left field after the game is over and be like, actually, it was aliens. DJ, your thoughts?
I don't have any contentions with the way that modeling is presented. I think it's perfectly fine.
I mean, yeah, for its service in the base game, I don't have a problem with it. It's like, you need to power the society. You have to come up with something. So it is. I do feel as though it was supposed to contribute more largely to the narrative, and like or it was supposed to like make sense like later at a bigger picture point, and then They Came From the Below comes out, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess not. Like, I guess it was.
The thing about that is, and this is why I have less problem actually like working with They Came From Below than I do like other parts of the game, is that they established right from the beginning of the game in the first act that portals are a fucking thing, apparently. So like that is not
no, totally
mine at all.
Yeah. It's I mean, it literally does not interfere with the story, which is why it's like it's totally fine. Like you have introduced this idea of like a sci-fi element that it could really fuck your story. Anytime you add time travel or extra dimensions to your story that doesn't have it initially, you run the risk of really fucking yourself. But I mean, it's handled perfectly, like adeptly, even deftly, I would say. But it is very strange to me. I've never seen another narrative that handles it like that. Yeah. Yeah. I think my interest in it is more metatextual than textual. I just want to talk to somebody on the writing team and be like, so what were you going for with this? Like, if you're on the writing team, reach out, leave a comment. Yeah.
Well, a thing I also wanted to say, but people keep interrupting, is, do y'all remember that post? It might have been on Reddit. It was basically about how, like, you have these stories where it's about racism, but they've replaced it with robots, and it does not work. I don't necessarily think this is the intent behind They Came From Below. I think they just really wanted to do, like, a speculative fiction-themed thing.
Yes.
But, as Ray also pointed out to me, Roger's whole thing is, like, very Heart of Darkness, too, so it kind of makes me wonder if maybe, like, I do think the portals are real, and that the portals are important to this story, but maybe it wasn't robot. Maybe the robots are a metaphor.
Yeah, maybe the robots are a metaphor.
A metaphor that makes the story more, not relatable, but, like, acceptable for what it is.
Yes.
Because he does kill a lot of robots before he gets to the point where, like, he's like, oh, they're people. And then,
they truly do have
continues
to be
to kill more people.
Yes. Yeah, they do have to be robots, because if they are a thing that is actually, if they even so much as resemble a humanoid shape, like with you know, like life that cannot be repaired, if it is broken, then it becomes a different story.
If the joy's going bad, that'll drive the entire town crazy.
People were sending a lot of missives on September 29th. There's a lot going on. Nothing's happening. We gotta power this up. This is what happened on Discord today. This is what Cloudflare's servers looked like. Everlock. Dr. Eric
That's
Verlock.
a typo, almost certain.
Yeah, Engelbert Verloc, yeah.
No, there's typos all through this game. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
They're adjusting the formula. New materials. Well, that sounds encouraging. And when people
They're like,
sound
oh, Verloc's so
encouraging when
charming.
it's well,
Verloc's so,
terrible
you
is
know.
usually happening.
He's so manipulative, and then, like, every time you meet him, he's a fucking mess. And he's throwing shit everywhere. And he's like, come back late, like, fuck you, leave me alone.
The thing is, we actually don't get that many different opinions on Verloc. The only ones we get are Sally's, Gemma's, and General Bing. And Arthur's.
And but all of them are like, wow, Verloc, he's got those shark eyes. He's fucking crazy.
He's got those serial killer eyes.
Yeah. And he's just a guy who's in over his head. We'll talk about it later, but it makes me, it's so funny. Aw.
Oh, they're going on a date.
Taking them, yeah.
I have a feeling there's not supposed to be quite so many red lights on this board.
Well, okay, so like that does imply that the Garden District has been neglected, but I actually think what happened is they were trying to get infrastructure out there, and then other problems surmounted that, which is why they don't have. The Executive Committee, the Broadcasting Tower, the Department of Science, Wellington Health, all that's there. Yes. Ludsholm and Eelpie are like the rural area around the suburbs that are St. George and Maidenholm, and then Appleholm is your city. That yellow one is that one house. That's, water. Or electricity. Huh.
It is becoming rather unhealthy in here. Maybe I'll be safer in the Jubilator. Well, this is the slowest roller coaster I've ever been on.
Baffling sequence.
Make way! Make way for Captain Toadle!
This bit actually got DJ to watch, you know, Wind in the Willows, where Toad goes on his rampage.
Tricked me into watching Wind in the Willows.
I loved Wind in the Willows when I was a kid. And it was fun rewatching it as an adult. I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. I understand why I liked it. Yeah. Vile.
It's closed. Shit. How do I open it?
You have to get out.
I don't want to get out. What if I don't want to leave? What if I never want to leave? I like that you have the options for fast and, like, that's it. There's no breaks.
I think it fast is if you don't want to do the little on-rails cutscene.
Oh, that's hilarious. Letting you skip that is really funny. If it were me, and everyone else in the office was like, yeah, we have to have the on rails Jubilator section, I'd be like, well, they're not, no one's allowed to skip it. Like, if you want this, they're gonna experience every excruciating second.
Sorry, can't stay.
I was hoping we'd get more layers.
We're going fast.
Oh shit!
He's driving this in his cat. Such a fucking funny image. That's what you get. No, I wouldn't let players skip that.
So
No,
there's an
you know,
exit door
here
I
at Low
think,
Art
but
Lyceum,
I'm gonna have to turn on some
we're
power
bringing
switches.
you only the best information about this game, which is that you must play the on-rails section. It is narratively important that you do so. Yeah, this one's gonna need
Is
it.
that how the bobbies get around? I wonder if they ever get stuck. That could get awkward.
Yeah.
But there's a busted one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. The one thing you can't jump over. The one thing you can't grab.
One thing you can't replace.
Peter, there you are. Why don't you come down and we'll have a chat about loyalty? Oh, don't be a big girl blouse, laddie. I'm just having fun with you, aren't I? Come on down and let's have a laugh.
Come on down!
Oh, I'd love to stay here, but I can't. Where's the door?
You're mad for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I said they were a trio.
I got electrocuted.
Oh.
Okay. Jubilators are really actually very amenable to... Yeah. Is he bald? He is bald.
He's bald. A lot of times the Jubilator drivers, their hair doesn't spawn in for some reason.
I'm obsessed with this game. Ooh.
He looks the same as every other Willy. Like, every Willy is the same guy.
He's got a wicked part going on.
No, that's...
He's
not
bald 'cause
hair.
his hair, yeah.
They all do. That's the same guy. There's literally one guy and one woman.
They just change their hair and skin color.
Yes.
Lube and suction. Do you think anyone's ever used a Jubilator to, you know?
It's so big.
I think it would yoink your fang clean off.
It's for sucking up corpses. Yeah, you have to go in all these areas and do the little puzzle.
Yeah, there's your sequence breaking right now.
Yeah, quit actually.
Yeah. But the Jubilators have such a pretty song in them. La 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 la. There's a good argument here for the fact that like the people down here listen to the most music. Like they've got their little Jubilators, they've got the Tunnel Rats trio to sing for them.
do like too that we only really get Nick and the make-believe, but we are told there are other performances and other acts in town.
Yes.
We've
No,
got
I
the
like
tunnel
that
rats,
too.
we've got the lollipops, we've got Miss Tatiana Bottoms here. That's a recycled machine from the shop.
No, I appreciate that there's you don't even have to have a lot of music in your game. You can just imply there's a strong culture of music, which makes sense because when you're tripping, there's nothing better than some tunes.
So electricity damages Jubilators. What can I zap it with? For heaven's sake, doesn't anything work around here?
That's a funny thing to say, Arthur. Be serious.
So just in case it's not clear, what's happening is in the Modeling mines, they are running Jubilator Jousting tournament. And the guy in the Jubilator is the guy in charge of the jousting tournaments, and Peter, the guy up on the balcony, has taken quarrel with it. He's become a problem.
Who, the jousting guy or Peter?
Peter. Because what happens is, I think we'll find a note later, but Peter has been betting on the jousting like everybody else has, but he lost and he won't pay his debts. And the other guy, Thomas Horner, the other guy won't let him bet any further, so Peter told on him to Penelope Snug. So now they have a problem.
Story. Yeah.
Yes. Same note.
Yeah, it's the same note.
Okay, that's one. Two more, I think.
Now you go to the car wash.
Working at the car wash.
Oh, you have to go into the other one.
Is he supposed to de-aggro?
I think no, but...
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no, he de-aggroed before you were ghosting, so...
He's supposed to, but he doesn't, normally. And I think part of it, too, is that, like, he's supposed to show up, so I think you're not supposed to be able to kill that Jubilator. Because you have to fight him as the boss fight.
We're getting ahead of the plot.
Where are the switches to turn on this bloody door?
Follow the wires.
I sort of think this place is about to explode.
The architecture is really great in this game. We focus a lot on the exteriors, but the interiors are really good too. Like, building it into the rock face, like...
I think there was a note, too. Not back there. On the other side. Or maybe it was downstairs. Push it again. Yes.
Yes.
I think that's like a duplicate draft of the other letter. They do that sometimes too.
Yeah, it includes the bit about the Glee Club, which I don't think the first one did.
It did, but I think they were called the Tunnel Rats on the other one.
Oh, you know what? You're so right.
There's the power room. How am I supposed to get across?
It's fine. It's fine, you can go.
Percy, what are you doing?
I'm swimming!
Oh, good Christ, where are your clothes? Percy, where are your clothes?
Like the memories that don't, like, there are a bunch of memories that contain a lot of important story elements and, you know, really make you think about it, and then there are those. And multiple, yeah.
No, wait, go back, they're a duo now.
Oh, those delicate little secretaries.
They don't like the toodlers inside. So this is timed. Like when you hit this thing and do it all the way, those steam jets will turn off and you need to get across there. But they will come back on after a short amount of time. Yeah, take some tea actually. Make you faster. You actually don't. Because you also have to wait for the Jubilator in front of you to... I've seen more stats than that.
We all have, actually. The one time I played this game on stream, and I tried to get as many statuses as possible.
Go in there. Turn to the left. There.
Right, I can open that bloody door now, I hope.
Taking flash makes it hard to see when you're running by something in a small area. Don't forget the switch that you came in here to switch. Did you? Okay. Alrighty.
We're ready to joust. Whoop.
Yep.
You are no longer vigorous.
You're going the wrong way.
That's what happens when you're no longer slightly somewhat more vigorous.
It is late, isn't it?
Oh god.
Yes.
The tea drinking animation is so good.
The pinky's up.
It is one of the better animations in this game. We all know what the best animation in this game is.
I love that animation. I can't wait to see it again.
No betting, no jousting. Absolutely no betting on jousting.
You're gonna run me down with that thing!
Not if you run fast enough, you rotten spawn! Let's have a conversation. I'm sorry, no, I'm
Say this is somewhat a bit of an overreaction
No,
to
leave him alone. Go upstairs.
Oh no, I...
Let him talk. Let him cook.
Who the hell is we anyway?
Yeah.
Have you got an invisible friend? Are you now just the queen of the bloody place? God save our brave king, long live our noble king.
You can be looting upstairs while he's doing this.
Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to
He's got like 3 or 4 verses of this, so yeah.
Yeah, they do. See, I didn't know that there were 4 verses to God Save the King.
I think they found more verses.
I think they wrote more verses.
Shock grenade. I wonder if that's what I need to kill this berserk tea kettle.
It's like when Steve Perry wrote more lyrics to putting on the Ritz, like. Fix this.
There's a box over there that says decals for the, no.
Oh, that's cute.
Buy the Jubilator. Buy the Jubilator. Buy the Jubilator. It's like on the other side. Bring schnozzles! Decorative stickers! Ball bearings!
Schnozzles.
Schnozzle!
Do you think they named their Jubilators for the jousting tournament?
Oh, I hope so. We don't have any evidence of that, but if I was appending to the lore, I would be doing that, yes.
No,
yeah,
no
see,
worries about implicating yourself.
I think there's like one other note here from Penelope that explains further what the contention is here. There we go. Hmm.
I love that she was getting in on it, like.
Solution. Again.
Somebody really early on in my blog actually asked me to write a post about Penelope, so I went all over this stuff because that shit's funny.
Yes.
Penelope sounds really cool, actually.
She does. She I would hang
Snug as a bug on a
You
drug.
need to attack that with electric. Yes. Oh no, the schnozzle!
I did not expect.
Oh look, he's got hair and a hat!
God damn.
Normally his hair, despawns.
This game is spoiling us today.
I know!
It's on its best behavior. Shit is so slow.
Thank God you came when you did. I didn't realise he was patriotic like that.
Look, I'm doing a newspaper story about how well you're all holding up down here.
I think I've read that article a few times.
How well are you holding up down here?
On good days, we get more things working than break down.
And on bad days?
Like today, look, there's a big electronic board down there, tells us what's broken. Ironically, that works perfect. Here's a diagram. Oh, look, it's time for my tea break. Ta-ra!
Ta-ra!
No, who's
This isn't a
patriotic like that?
diagram. It's a letter. A permanent solution. Again. What kind of
There's a
permanent
letter in your
solution
pocket.
is
that you
I
could be
like that
reading.
he tattles on him about the Jubilators and then tattles about the permanent solution as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking rat all the way through.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're made to have a lot of sympathy for Peter here, but he is a rotten swat.
So is General Bing. So
Yes.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. He's so manipulative and cunning.
That's a guy who cooks dinner.
I just think it's really funny that they go like I think he is just like a dude who
Going the
knows
wrong
how to
way.
have a public face and be charming in his letters, and sometimes he loses his cool and flips out. Like,
Yes.
he's just a human being. I'm also just not a fan of like the whole in media generally when they're like, oh, like the psychopath, the shark eyes, the dead inside look, like.
And it just doesn't work with this game because the entire game is
No.
about perspective.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I know. I mean, people are in relationships like that all the time. I see people in relationships like that at the fucking store. Like, you know? I think making a big deal about how, like, oh, Verloc was really abusive and awful to her is like, no, it was just
What
like...
are your examples?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
give me your examples of that. Where is that in the text?
They were just really toxic and bad for each other. And sometimes people are just really toxic and bad for each other.
You're still in a set piece. Oh wait, no, you're not. I don't know. Oh! Yeah, you haven't been over there.
Oh shit, well, we better go. I think a lot of it comes from inexperience with relationships. I think as this game reads entirely differently when you're over the age of 8, like...
It really does, because
16.
that's the problem I feel like I have with a lot of other people who played this game, is that they did when they were 15, so they're a lot closer to 15 when, like, Sally's talking about her experiences at 15 than they are with her experiences at 30 in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Come on out of there.
You're wearing the electrical outfit. You're wearing the cat suit.
And your gas mask. You're very...
The gas mask is fine, but yeah.
Yeah. You're making a spectacle of yourself. Yeah, glad, Ragnar.
Okay, what were you saying before I...
Yeah, you're about Sally's age, so... Yeah, no, it's very high school. It's very... I don't respect Sally.
Stand. As you stand, live. As you stand, live in peace with wood.
It's necessarily older.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so good with men. I know all their tricks. I can manipulate them into doing anything I want. Like, okay, yeah, good luck getting them to do that when you're 32 and you've got like mask lines on your face, girl. And a baby. Yeah. No, I love it. I love Sally. God, they don't even have heroin. She's gonna walk out and be introduced to like real drugs. Grow up and start doing cocaine. Like,
Look how much work you've done.
Yeah. Wellington Wells on speed.
Terribly busy. What is it?
Gemma's been taken away. I saw 2 doctors shove her into a popper.
Oh my goodness. Why?
But she was digging into the tunnels. That didn't come out right. I followed up. The whole underground is sort of falling apart.
Oh my.
That's why you sent her, wasn't it? Not to write about the tunnel rats.
I certainly couldn't print a story like that, could I?
The joy's gone bad, and Dr. Verloc knows. But he's telling them not to worry. He's got some sort of permanent solution.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
Well, that's sort of exactly what I thought. If I had a press pass, I could get into Hayworth Labs. And my old adulator, if you still got it.
After what happened to Gemma? Dr. Verloc, he's sort of his own law there.
I have some personal business there.
If I'm not here when you get back, if you found something out, see if you can't publish it. Those numpties out there know how to put the ink on the page, but the only articles they ever read are their own.
You're getting out? How?
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to get out. But you never know when I might stop printing lies. And they won't like that.
Great.
Oh,
it's not an answer to the question that I just asked you, Margaret.
You can show up
She's
all
like, don't
sorts
worry
of
about
places
it.
regular people shouldn't go.
She's busy.
Yeah, you can't get in there. You have enough points to buy a skill. Wow.
Except the camel.
Yeah. At this point, like, you've already solidified your playstyle. Most of these are pretty useless.
No, you're just getting merit badges at this point.
Yeah. At this point, it's like I'm gonna unlock. I'm gonna stop the pop-up from showing up eventually. It is.
You need to put your custom. Go to your custom instead of the quest blip, so that you can unlock that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about that time.
Get the grapefruit juice on the box. On the other box. To the right. Right or still?
To the right. To
that
the
box.
Right. Yeah. I like when DJ says to the right, like it's already happened, so like it's no longer to the right. So you you then need to turn to the left. DJ's an
you could have picked.
DJ's an incredible writer, not always the most effective communicator.
I think anybody who came here from my blog can see that, like, it's a lot easier for me to write a giant long dissertation about what I want to talk about, because one, I don't have two other people doing their input, so I can kind of like connect the ideas the way that I want them to, and also like I have all the time in the world to structure it and make it sound, you know, sensible. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's art.
No, DJ, like, if you've come here from DJ's blog, you know what she's capable of.
Good.
You don't know what I'm capable of. That's, you know, that's dangerous.
Yeah, if
It's time. No. Oh.
they're in your pneumatic, you gotta take them out.
Yay. We ain't even gonna use this thing.
Yeah, no, if I started talking about something on here and you would actually like me to like talk about it sensibly instead of like rambling, go ahead and ask about it again. I'll write you a dissertation.
Like, they wrote like a whole jingle for it. It's such a big deal for what? It's so funny. It's funny every time to me. They're like, this is earth-shattering. This is paradigm shifting. Can you feel the world? It's tilted on its axis. It's like, okay, you can craft like 3 more things.
Like when Steve Jobs says we're gonna put a dent in the universe.
Yeah. It's literally the guy going, Peggle 2! Like, nobody wanted it, nobody needed it, nobody had even thought about it.
Oh, but you got it.
And he's excited. Yeah, I do want to go back there. I've gone back here before, but I just want to see it.
That's a miniature version of the giant bat that we're going to see at Hayward Labs.
Cool. And this is backstage. Yes. As evidenced by the fact that we are, you know, ghosting.
You gotta ghost a little further. Yeah, there you go.
Very Bioshock.
That is exactly what I was thinking of when I said that I didn't like when a game was about one thing and then suddenly became about space or interdimensional travel. Like, I was having a perfectly good time in Bioshock 3 until they're like, we're gonna tear holes in the universe and go back to Rapture.
Bioshock 3 is...
Sleep. The poor man's dinner.
So ass. What a terrible video game. I think we can say that now, right? Like, everyone at the time was like, oh, it's so amazing. I think it was bad.
It was okay. It's just that I don't like when... I didn't like the thing that they did in it. And the thing I also didn't like is that they give you these arbitrary choices. And I love the arbitrariness of it because that's kind of like Bioshock's thing, is they've always been like fucking with like the way that a game interacts with the player.
Mm-hmm.
And how the choices, how they make you do something and then they like blame you for it. It's funny. I get that. I find that enjoyable. I think that's funny. What I don't like is like when they're like, "Hey, are you gonna be racist or not?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like,
maybe,
and it doesn't matter if you're racist or not. Like,
because it's an arbitrary choice. God, that game was so ass. that was the peak of video games being up their own ass about being video games. Like, what an ill-advised idea.
You will take your joy immediately.
It's Rodney O'Rourke.
That's, don't go in there.
Yeah, don't go in there. You'll be trespassing.
Look, if we're not doing nothing, maybe it's time to wrap this up.
Our
Maybe
boy's
you don't
skinny.
need 4 gas masks. Maybe you should put that in your pneumatic stash. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, let's go get the dick.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I'm.
could get her off
I should
joint a
be
tick.
yawning
Might
and-
save her life.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's-
go
let's
ahead and
save
do this
yeah,
since
yeah.
it takes like 2
Try to
seconds.
breathe. Just.
Can't you see this woman is sick?
What do you think you're doing?
You want her to die?
He used crash on her, by the way, since it wasn't clear.
We fixed her.
My god. I nearly had a heart attack, I think. Oh, goodness.
Ray activities.
Why is everything so great?
I am
I feel
presently
so-
wearing a heart rate monitor.
Sad.
Thank God you've recovered. Here. Take some joy.
But I think the joy is what set me off. The moment I took it this time, I started to shake.
Well, you can't just stop taking joy. You want to become a downer?
I can't. Something's gone wrong with me. I can't tolerate it anymore.
Look at her eyes. She's completely off her joy.
Miss Minturn, you simply must take your
Miss
joy.
Minturn.
We insist.
Yes, of course. I shall. Just let me catch my breath.
It's like the joy just
Please.
broke something in her mind. Or was it bad joy? Seems like there's been a lot of bad joy lately.
She's gonna get stuck.
I wonder if that's why there are so many downers these days. Or did I just never notice?
Keep calm!
Don't be a cat, baby.
Dog!
No need to get excited after all. Someone meets a next.
Oh, you fucked around.
Take
Get away.
Well, that's kind of like the...
Yeah, you can't avoid it. If you probably could, but you'd have to get real lucky.
Stop being so bloody selfish.
There. No. This is behind the buildings, and if you unghost here, you won't be able to get out. Oh, go ahead and dig that up, but like, get away from that building. Another thing I was gonna say is you were trying to save Edith is, if you follow her around like that, you're liable to be knocking all these doors and we'll miss things of the quests because you're activating them before we're gonna do them. Yeah, oh, I love this quest.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorites, actually. Didn't you want to sell your gas masks?
You're gonna forget if you don't do it now.
No, actually it won't. No, you have to, you activate that by running across Impatient. One of... Yeah, the pub is a drop-off, so you can go there and it's... Yeah. Okay. We can see if he has any more, upgrade kits in stock. Look at this bum.
What have you been doing, dude?
When is he getting another shipment across the bridge? Maybe sell him another flashlight, like...
Sell him maybe another gas mask as well. He's got a lot of money. Pretty soon it will be our money.
Yeah. You really only need the darts, actually, for
peepers. Do you need Richard the stunt duck? Okay, you can have him.
You could probably get by with like 5 scotches, because you probably have more scotch in your pocket. Yeah.
You've alleviated half of his burden of money. He doesn't need a shipment from across the bridge, he just needs Arthur.
I'll be back in a jiff.
Why don't you go back to your hatch and put things in the thing? You say that, but... I can hear the Kenny Loggins queuing up. Are we doing this now, or are we gonna do that next? Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, you should actually be in the set piece when you save. Be all the way up there by the thing where you saved last time when you were doing the science. Mm-hmm.
Hey. What a lovely evening we've had.
Yeah.
Oops. That'll be. You can just say it was time travel. We did accidentally
go there
titled it. Yeah,
once.
yeah. Yeah. Precisely. Like this game, this live stream will now pivot to having extra-dimensional beings and aliens and robots. God. I think we should just... It'd be really funny to take the they came from the below robots, because there are different versions of those robots, and just have those as the thumbnails for next time.
Alright, but you're saying that. That means you have to do, Nick Lightbearer groupie faces, too.
We'll see.
You're making more work for yourself, Ray.
We'll see, promised Ray.
I hear you.
That DLC is crazy. Thank you all for joining us. If you watched the stream, if you watched the VOD, thank you very much. Leave a comment. Check out the links below.
The links that I'll have to remember to put in there.
Yep. DJ will do it. I don't think she'll ever get sick of it.
No. Like a little puzzle. It's a little toy.
It's her fidget toy.
Yeah, honestly.
Next week it would be most likely Friday.